Hey everyone, and welcome back to my YouTube video. So for today's video, we're going to be making a dinosaur tier list from the Jurassic Park Trilogy franchise. I only chose the Jurassic Park one because, I don't know, if I added the Jurassic World one, there would have been like tons of dinosaurs and it would have been like a longer video. So I wanted to make a 10 to 15 minutes video. So that's basically it. So let's get into it. So for today's tier list, we're going to be comparing the design and the impact they had in the movie, the dinosaurs. So yeah, let's get into it. Okay. So we basically have 1, 2, 3, 4. I can cut from here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24 dinosaurs and the Jurassic Park franchise to compare. So yeah, let's get into it. Let's start off with Compy. You can never go wrong with the Compy. So let's go up here. So the Compy. The Compy made a I don't know. It was really cool to see the Compsognathus in Jurassic Park, The Lost World, and Jurassic Park 2 basically, when it attacked a little girl. Spoilers alert if you haven't seen the movie like 20, 30 years ago. It was a cool dinosaur. The model isn't really that crazy, but like it was such an interesting dinosaur because it attacked a human by attacking it in a pack of 10 or 20 other compies. So I'm gonna put it, I don't know, the design looks okay, it's not too crazy, and it had like a good impact in the movie. I'll put it in a B, not C, because I want to put it in B because it's a pretty cool little dinosaur, but it's not that crazy, the design or anything else, but it's still cute. So C for cute. Okay, C for cute. Moving on, let's take the Brachiosaurus from Jurassic Park 3. So basically we saw this dinosaur in Jurassic Park 3 with Alan Grant and the young kid who I forgot his name. I don't know why I forgot. I saw that movie like 100 times, but I still forgot it. So this scene was pretty cool. It tried to like capture the same moment it captured from Jurassic Park 1, but it didn't capture it because they tried to copy and paste it. So the model design was pretty interesting. It had like a red coloring on top of its crest, and the yellow, and the rest of it was like green, yellow, brownish. It was pretty okay. It's not really that interesting. It's gonna go in a D. I'm so sorry. It wasn't that cool. Okay, let's move on. The next dinosaur that I'm gonna choose, or flying reptile, it's gonna be the Pteranodon from Jurassic Park 3. Let's see. And this tier, to be honest, the Pteranodon, it had like a great like antagonist role or a character in this movie because it was always chasing the humans and it had like such an important role. The model looks amazing, to be honest. You saw how powerful it was when it took Billy off the ground and everything, and they attacked him with a pack of 5 or 6 Pteranodons, which was pretty awesome. It had a big influence in that movie, so I'll give it a B. It was a pretty cool, to say the least. Moving on, please be assured this is all just my opinion and all my speculation of all the cool dinosaurs in this movie while making this dinosaur tier list, so please don't get offended. If you think some dinosaurs should be above other dinosaurs, just let me know in the comments. Just don't be mad or hit the dislike button. It's just my opinion, that's all. Okay, I don't want to put the controversial thing in here or talk about it right now. I'm gonna talk about it later. If you have seen Jurassic Park 3, you know what I'm talking about, or if you're a Jurassic Park fan. Okay, let's take a dinosaur from Jurassic Park 2. Beep boop beep. Okay, let's take the Doe. Finally, our first T-Rex. So basically, the doe in that movie, she was chasing the humans in this like very narrow section of the jungle and chasing them, and she caught Ian, Sarah, and the kid and the paleontologists like underneath a cave and like ate one of the paleontologists. That's like one of the biggest roles she had, and she pushed over like a big car and ate Eddie Carr in that movie. I don't know. The T-Rexes have like a big, what do you call it? A big role in those movies. So, yeah. If you compare them with other dinosaurs like these, obviously, the T-Rexes are the main characters, or the main dinosaurs in those movies. So, obviously, they're going to have a higher ranking, which is kind of not disappointing, but like it would be nice to add other dinosaurs so that they have bigger roles. But I'm a T-Rex fanboy, so I really don't care. I really like the T-Rex, so yeah, I'll give it a solid B, solid B. Yeah, the doe, I really love her. I'll give you a solid B for Bay. Bay is for doe. Doe is for Bay. For the next one, let's take one from the video games. I don't know if Jurassic Park the game is canon or not, but the Trudon, oh my god, don't get me even started. I really love that dinosaur. In the video game, if you haven't played it, it's like a Compsognathus, but a bit bigger. It had like big white or yellow goggly eyes, and if it bites you, it can insert venom in you, so it can kill you and put a nest in your body while you're alive. So that's really cool. That's a really interesting dinosaur they added in. Based on those features and based on the coloring it had, like with the black pattern on its back, with the red coloring underneath its belly, I really like this dinosaur. In the Telltale video game, which most people disliked for unknown reasons, so yeah, I might be a bit biased here, but this dinosaur is a solid S on the engines list. It's so OP and had like a great role in the video game. I was almost gonna say movie, but I don't know which movie it was in because it didn't have a movie for its own yet. Hopefully, we can see it in Jurassic World Dominion, which was postponed due to this. I'm not gonna say the name of the epidemic that's happening in the world because I don't want my video to be demonetized. Okay, next dinosaur. Let's take one from Jurassic Park 1. The Dilophosaurus. People who like Jurassic Park 1 have been dying to see this dinosaur again. Because I was one of those fans who saw Jurassic Park 1 at first and fell in love with it the first time I saw it. And the Dilophosaurus is such an exotic addition in the movie. The spitting effect it had in the movie to blind at prey, like when we saw it on Dennis Nedry, was pretty cool. And in the Telltale video game, they told us that the Dilophosaurus you saw in the movies were just babies. They could grow up to 20 feet, so it's impressive. We haven't seen what it can do with its full potential as a character, but still, Jurassic Park 1 was pretty enough to tell that this dinosaur is deadly and you don't have to mess with it. I really want to see it in Jurassic World Dominion 2. I like how big it can get. This aquatic reptile. The Tylosaurus, if you haven't seen it, it was in Jurassic Park, the Telltale game. So it was at the end of chapter 4, I believe. It was the biggest antagonist in that episode. I mean, there was also Rexy, but this was the main one. I'll give it a solid B, to be honest. There's nothing a lot to cover about. You've seen it in Telltale, the game. It was the first aquatic reptile in Jurassic Park. I don't know if it's canon or not, but that was a pretty cool addition in the movie. In the game. I should stop saying movie. Yeah. I don't know where to put it. I feel like B is a lot, so I don't know. It doesn't deserve a C because it was a special edition in that movie. I'm trying not to talk like General Grievous. Fine addition to my collection. Fine addition to my addition. Did he say addition or addition? Addition. I don't know. Moving on. Let's see. Ooh. Okay, this is about to be controversial. Let's take the Spinosaurus. Let's take the Spinosaurus. This is going to be way controversial for some people. Okay, so basically the Spinosaurus was the antagonist of the whole movie in Jurassic Park 3. It took over the T-Rex, which was supposedly a juvenile, and most people got mad about it, but as a T-Rex fan, I'm not lying to y'all, it was pretty badass. It was pretty cool. I'm gonna give it an S, because the Spinosaurus, it can swim. It was like an aquatic reptile, and at the same time it was a terrestrial reptile, so it had advantages on both spectrum for survival, so it was pretty cool, not gonna lie. So it's gonna have the S, and the design for it looks pretty good. For nowadays we know that the Spinosaurus is not bipedal, it walks on 4 feet, so it's quadrupedal. I'm trying to say that it walks on 4 feet nowadays, but back in the days they told us that it walked on 2 feet, which was a pretty scientifically accepted definition for the Spinosaurus back in the days. So yeah, S. It was a pretty cool dinosaur, not gonna lie. Up next, we have the female Velociraptor from Jurassic Park 3. This dinosaur is distinguished with the white coloring it had on all over its body and the black dots for the females. This dinosaur was pretty cool because at the end of Jurassic Park 3, we got to see them take over their eggs, and they didn't want to have their revenge, so you can tell that these dinosaurs have no bad intentions. They just wanted their eggs back. That was a pretty smart move from this dinosaur, which is pretty intriguing, I should stop saying not gonna lie, which was pretty interesting, so I'll give it an A. Yeah. The model design looks pretty generic as the other Velociraptors, but it only had like white coloring and black dots, and that's about it. Next up, the Pteranodon from Jurassic Park 2. We got to see this dinosaur at the end of Jurassic Park 2. It didn't have a big role in that movie. It was just present at the end, and it did a roar, and that's about it. Nothing too impressive. The model design looks okay. It doesn't look buff as this Pteranodon as we saw in Jurassic Park 3. That's why I didn't like it a lot, so I'd have to give it an E. It's not really that interesting because we didn't see it a lot. Moving on, let's talk about the Herrerasaurus. The Herrerasaurus wasn't in the movies and was never mentioned in the movies, if I recall pretty well. It was present in the Telltale movie, in the Telltale video game, and we just got to see it for like one episode for one season. No, in season 2, in one of those episodes, or season 3, it was present there. It was pretty cool, but it had like Velociraptor noises and everything, but it looks like a bulky dog, to be honest. But still, it looks cool. I'd have to give it a B. Yeah, when it attacked Harding, that was pretty awesome. The male Velociraptor from Jurassic Park 3. Now, this dinosaur, I really liked it because it has the protofeathers like the Indominus Rex to show that these dinosaurs originated from birds, so they had protofeathers, which was pretty interesting. I'd have to give this one too a solid A, and also much more aggressive than the female ones, because I don't know why. I think it was being that overprotective boyfriend because the humans took their eggs, but hey, you never know why a man's gotta be like that. Next up, let's take the Triceratops from Jurassic Park 1. This dinosaur was, I don't know what to say. It was the first dinosaur not the first dinosaur we saw the humans get very up close to, because there was the Brachiosaurus, but this one they got to interact with the dinosaur, and it was really sick. So you could feel its pain when you saw the eyes and when it was breathing, and Alan was on it. The animatronic had the animatronic was very impressive in this one. I don't want to give it a B or a C because you were emotionally attached to it, but then after the movie, you never thought about the Triceratops. You always thought about the T-Rex and the Velociraptors in that movie, and for the survival of the humans. I really don't want to give it. Oh my god, this is like a big pain. I don't want to give it an A or a B or a C or a D, but I have to give it something. It was just meh. It was just okay. I'm not gonna lie. Let's just give it a C. It was just okay. Nothing too crazy about that dinosaur to get hanged over. But if you like the Triceratops, I would fully understand, because that animatronic was pretty amazing. Okay, next up, let's take the Ceratosaurus. The Ceratosaurus was pretty cool. Like the coloring, the design, the model, it looks so amazing. We got to see this dinosaur when they were looking for their telephone in the pile of poop in Jurassic Park 3, and this Ceratosaurus came and was disgusted by what he saw, or smelled, I should say, or both, basically. The model and everything looks cool, but it didn't have a big role in that movie. I really liked it though. I really enjoyed seeing the Ceratosaurus and having it in there. I want to give it an A or a B, but to be honest, it didn't have like a big impact in there, so I'm gonna give it a C. For the next one, let's take the Edmontosaurus. We got to see these dinosaurs in Jurassic Park 3 when Alan and the whole crew were running away from Velociraptors. To be honest, not gonna lie, didn't have a big role, big impact. The model looked pretty. It looks good. Don't get me wrong, but it's not duck-billed dinosaurs or hadrosaurs. They don't get my interest at all. So I have to give you an F. Sorry, buddy. I'm not interested in hadrosaurs. Speaking of hadrosaurs, I didn't even put the Parasaurolophus in here. Did I? Let me see. Oh my god, I didn't put the Parasaurolophus in here. Okay. I forgot to add like 3 more dinosaurs. The Parasaurolophus, the Jurassic Park 1 Velociraptor, and the Jurassic Park 2 Velociraptor. Okay. How big of a fan am I if I forget these dinosaurs? Oh wow. Shame on me, obviously. Okay, I was talking about the Parasaurolophus. Let's be on target. It was okay. We got to see it in Jurassic Park 1 with the Brachiosaurus scene. It wasn't really up close. You just had to guess it from a long distance range. But it was obviously a Parasaurolophus because of its duck bill and its big, I don't know what you call it, horn-looking thingy. I forgot the name. I don't know. It's maybe because I'm stressing. I don't know why I'm stressing. Maybe it's because I'm talking for this YouTube video. Okay, I liked it personally, but I'm not a big fan of hadrosaurs, so it's gonna have a D, and it didn't have a big story impact. So moving on, the Ankylosaurus in Jurassic Park 3, we got to see this when Alan and the Kirbys were on the boat. It was pretty cool. It was a pretty cool addition. It was like the Ceratosaurus. It was just there for a quick sec, and then it vanished. But it was still cool. The design and everything was pretty decent. Next on. Ooh, let's take Rexy. So, I told y'all that I really liked... Oh, no. So, I told y'all that I really liked the T-Rexes, and Rexy was the best T-Rex to ever exist. her impact in Jurassic Park 1 was amazing. The model, the CGI, and everything in this T-Rex was superb. Superb, not suburb. I'm suburban. So yeah, I really like the T-Rex, especially Rexy. She's my favorite dinosaur. So, and she's the oldest dinosaur in the five islands. So yeah, you gotta put a respect on her name. You gotta respect her. Respect women. Next up, let's take the Pachycephalosaurus. We saw this in Jurassic Park 2 when they were taking every dinosaur. Engine was taking every dinosaur they can see with their own eyes. So the Pachycephalosaurus looked very cool. It was cool when the paleontologist was explaining how his the bone, not the bone, his how he hits. I can't make a sentence. Oh my god, what's happening? So it was cool when the paleontologist was explaining how the Pachycephalosaurus can align its body so that it can make a massive impact on its on an enemy that on a target that it considers an enemy. So that was really cool. I'd have to give it a C. The model and everything was pretty decent. Next up, we have the Mamenchisaurus. This dinosaur was also seen in Jurassic Park 2 when InGen was taking one by one every dinosaur they could see with their eyes. I mean, we got it for a quick sec, let's be honest. But it was really cool when we saw this dude on the motorcycle right between its legs. So I'd give it a I don't know, it's pretty hard. I give it an E because nobody talks about the Mamenchisaurus, to be honest. Everybody forgets about it after a while. Let's take the Tiger Velociraptor. That's what I call them, or everybody calls them in the Jurassic Park. The Jurassic Park fans. I'll give this one an A because the coloring, oh my god, it looks so amazing. It's so, I don't know, it doesn't look bland as some dinosaurs, I should say. It looks more vivid, more alive. That's why I'd give it an A. And in the movie, it was like chasing people when they were in the long grass and everything. So yeah, that was pretty cool. Next up, the Brachiosaurus. Let's take the Brachiosaurus. This dinosaur, it was so cool. This was the first dinosaur that we got to see in the whole JP movie. And it was the dinosaur that also died in Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom, which was really sad, but hey, it's just a movie. It's not really a movie. I'll give this dinosaur an A. Because then, I don't know how to explain it. The noise in Maine, I got chills the first time I got to see the Brachiosaurus. It was really, really a magical moment for me. Next up, let's take the Jurassic Park 1 Velociraptor. These Velociraptors are really, they look really generic. Like, compare this Velociraptor from Jurassic Park 1 to these ones. You see the pattern on these, they look awesome. They have like white coloring with black dots, proto feathers, red coloring, tiger, it had tiger pattern, this one, but this one, it looks really bland. As Gordon Ramsay says it, bland and raw. So, I mean, it was really cool to see it in Jurassic Park 1. Those were like the first like smart dinosaurs we got to see, and this dinosaur, I'd have to give it a B compared to the other ones because it doesn't really look that good. That's just me. Next up, we have 3 more dinosaurs to go, and fortunately, those are T-Rexes, and T-Rexes are my specialty. A buck from Jurassic Park 2. This dinosaur was A game. This was an A game. since this dinosaur was always aggressive, like really, really aggressive 24/7. And it cared about its baby a lot, which showed it was a great father. No cap. So, I give it an A. And the model on this dinosaur is really amazing. It doesn't look similar to Rexy. It doesn't look similar to Doe. It had its own thing. It wasn't bigger than Rexy. It was smaller yet bulkier for some reason, and it had a green pattern coloring, like a forest steep skin, which was really, really, really cool. Next up, oh, this is gonna be hard. Which one am I gonna choose? Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Catch a raptor by its toe. If it catches you by the toe, eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Okay, cool. The baby T-Rex, or Junior, as you may know him by. This dinosaur, I remember him like yelling 24/7. At some point, it was kind of cute, but then after a while, it got annoying. But still, I really like this dinosaur. I want to class it as A, but it wasn't really super powerful. I can't class it as S because, you know, those are like the cool kids. Those are the cool kids. The Junior has to go in A, I should say. Yeah, because it was a different dinosaur. We never got to see a baby dinosaur in this movie. Well, obviously we've seen the hatching Velociraptor, but we never saw it in action. But this dinosaur, we got to see it in action. I'm telling y'all, I'm a bit biased because I really like T-Rexes, but don't get me wrong. I try to get my facts straight. Facts, no printers out here, baby. And last but not least, the T-Rex that got killed by the Spinosaurus, and everybody cried over except for me, which I thought was a cool scene, unfortunately. So this dinosaur, I don't know, it was a juvenile to start off with. That's why it lost to the Spinosaurus. But let's not judge a person, or in this case, a dinosaur, by its size, okay? We've had enough of society, and this is our last dinosaur, so we have to see where we can rank it, okay? It can't be S, because S is like the big boys. A is for like the dinosaurs that were really, really interesting. B, it's for dinosaurs that were pretty impressive. C, it's like for the dinosaurs that look good but are passable. D, it's like for meh, you know, you're like, I really don't care. E, it's like, oh, I saw them, but I'm gonna forget about them in like 20 minutes. And F, it's like, yeah, I don't even think I'm gonna talk about this dinosaurs with people who watched Jurassic Park. So obviously, this dinosaur was killed by the Spinosaurus. If it killed it, it would have been like an S, like top tier, but it died, so it's a bit of a downgrade, but this T-Rex has to go in B. Oh. Don't get me wrong, it's a pretty cool dinosaur, but not OP, or the model doesn't look really crazy. It looks very generic. Okay, so let's get into it. For S, we have the Troodon, the Spinosaurus, and Rexy from Jurassic Park 1. For A, we have the Dilophosaurus from Jurassic Park 1, the Velociraptors, female and male, from Jurassic Park 3, the tiger-skinned Velociraptor from Jurassic Park 2, the Brachiosaurus from Jurassic Park 1, Buck from Jurassic Park 2, Junior from Jurassic Park 2, and for B, we've got the Pteranodon from Jurassic Park 3, we have Doe from Jurassic Park 2, the Tylosaurus from Jurassic Park Telltale. From Jurassic Park Telltale, we have also the Herrerasaurus. We also got the Velociraptor from Jurassic Park 1. And last but not least, in Class B, we have the green T-Rex from Jurassic Park 3. And for C, we've got the Compsognathus, the Triceratops from Jurassic Park 1, the Ceratosaurus from Jurassic Park 3, the Ankylosaurus from Jurassic Park 3, and the Pachycephalosaurus from Jurassic Park 2. For Class D, we have the Brachiosaurus from Jurassic Park 3 and the Parasaurolophus from Jurassic Park 2. For Class E, we have the Pteranodon from Jurassic Park 2 and the Mamenchisaurus from Jurassic Park 2. And last but not least, in Class F, oh my god, he who shall not be named, the Edmontosaurus from Jurassic Park 3. If you liked my dinosaur tier list, please leave a like. If you disliked it, please dislike it, obviously. Or if you think like other dinosaurs should be classed a bit higher, let me know. And thank you for watching my video. See you soon.